Live at the Hive.
Broadcasting live from the bench in Boise, Idaho. Welcome to Live at the Hive. Thanks for being here and thanks for watching wherever you are around the world. We've got another excellent show for you tonight. But before we get into that, let me just announce who we have. First of all, coming up a little bit later, MUTT is here. It's good to have those guys back in the house. And we have breaking new music again tonight. xSatvrnx is doing his world premiere here. Give it up for xSatvrnx. And before we get into xSatvrnx, just a little plug for the Boise Hive. It is a local musicians resource center. Our mission here is to prevent suicide in the musical community. And we offer low-cost rehearsal space, recording studio, counseling programs, and other referral programs to help mental health in the community. Check out our newest addition to our social media lineup. The Boise Hive podcast is out. Yeah. Alex and Nino have put together a really good body of episodes featuring a lot of local artists and a lot of Hive and community-related content associated with mental health and music in the Boise, Idaho area. And so, without further ado, please help me give a warm Boise Hive welcome, xSatvrnx.
She's considered. People watching, I appreciate you bearing with the technical difficulties. Like I said running this, I appreciate everyone's patience here. Thank you so much for the moment. Grandmaster, Alpha, and Omega.
Welcome back to Live at the Hive. Just finished up with Saturn X. Mr. X, sir, you've been working about a year or so on this set. How does it feel to finally have that out of your way?
You know, it's almost like ripping the Band-Aid off. That's the best way I can describe it right now.
Right on. How do you feel?
Oh, there's some changes that need to be made to the music, some to the costume, and it's good. It's good.
Man, I love the costume. What would you change?
Oh, so the space helmet, I'm not going to get into the drama of it, but there's a whole bunch behind it, is the visibility. That's the only thing I would change.
Yeah, we need to work on a new model for that and see what happens. All right. So how would you define your sound? What galaxy is your sound from?
Oh, I'm so thankful that you asked that. So I would say it's from somewhere just very, very far distant. Maybe in another, maybe like in another, I'm trying to think of the word right now, but.
Galaxy?
I wouldn't
Realm.
say galaxy.
Another realm?
Another dimension, like
Dimension.
another, like, step into like a different, like, outcome.
You got to go through a portal to get there, yeah.
Absolutely.
I got you. So how would you define your sound?
I would say it is very like electronic dubstep influenced with a sprinkled gentle amount of blackened drone metal.
A wonderful description. Yeah, that was really fun. You know, I get to do a little bit of camera work as a volunteer here and just helping out to film the show. And that was maybe if not the funnest show I've ever been able to shoot. It was like top 2 or 3. So you'll have to go back and watch it. It was very, very sparkly. All the lights on your helmet, it just looked amazing. So anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so how would you describe the Boise sound?
Oh man, I've been kind of thinking like, what is the Boise sound? I've noticed a lot of indie rock, a lot of house, a lot of rap, and a lot of death metal. And I love all of those. Some of them I'm not too knowledgeable in, but that's the best way I can describe the Boise sound. It's only getting bigger and it's only getting better. And I'm so excited to see where it's going to come, like in the next 5 years or maybe like even 3 years, because there's some great acts coming out of Boise.
It's blossoming, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so before we switch gears and talk about mental health, what kind of tree do you identify with? If you had to be a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Okay, I know my best friend that lives a few hours here is watching this, and I pray that you watching get this reference, but if I had to be a tree, I'd have to say it would be mahogany.
Mahogany it is. All right. So what's your connection to the Boise Hive? How'd you end up here?
So, previous projects of mine, I would come here and practice, and sometimes I'd bring the whole setup here, because I live in a small apartment, and I can't crank everything super loud, and the Boise Hive, man, I wish, like, down the road, we had something like this. I lived in a town called Twin Falls, that we had something like this. Like, man, that'd be so cool. Yeah. But like I say, my connection is sometimes I'd come here, test out the sound, see how it is, tweak what needs to be tweaked, and I heard about it from a few of my friends in a group called Brutalism.
Very good. You know, this place is really cool. People don't know. It's kind of a best kept secret on the bench, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Like, really, like, Boise musicians, y'all don't realize how cool and how good y'all have it having something amazing like the Hive. Like, oh man, like, I remember when I was like 15, 17, there was like a whole bunch of bands in like the Twin Falls, Southern Idaho area. And because of no one having anywhere to practice, nowhere to do shows, nowhere to rehearse, that number slowly died down and down and down. And it's such a shame. But I'm just so thankful Boise has something like that. And very thankful for the Hive in general.
Me too. And great story. Thank you for sharing that. Because this place is everything that we say it is and more. Like, whatever you need it to be here, if you have good intentions, there's probably a space, you know, if you're trying to create and looking to fit into a good community, there's probably a spot for you. So we need more volunteers and we need more sponsors and donors, and look what it helps create. That was an amazing set. All right. So, lastly, as you know, the Boise Hive's here to prevent suicide in the community, and we have resources, for people, musicians, and community members at large that need support. And it starts with a community of warm and friendly faces, and then it grows from there. But my question to you is, do you have any thoughts on mental health or, suicide or losing a friend or anything you'd like to add about?
Yeah, sure.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
you feel me.
I feel like, I struggle with some mental issues myself. I do. I'm not going to get into them, but like, for an example, I started going seeing a therapist. And any of you watching that need the Hive or need to, you are not weak. It is the right thing to do. Absolutely. It's a great thing. Mental health is just so important, and I just cannot stress that enough. And I think what the Hive is doing is, I don't know, the best way to describe is God's work.
Amen. Talk to somebody. A counselor. Counseling's a great idea. Therapy, helps work through some stuff. So I would recommend that to anyone, any and everyone. Your car needs its oil changed and new air filter and things, and likes to get cleaned every once in a while. So we need to take care of our bodies. It starts with our brain and everything else all connected. So
I just got like getting a massage, but like for your mind, like getting like seeing the chiropractor. I'd say it's very important for humans.
you know what brain massage I find best?
What's that?
It's coming down here and watching XSatvrnx on a Saturday night on Live at the Hive.
Thank you.
That was incredible. All right. Any last words? Where can all the fans find you? What do you got going next? Where are you headed? What's up? Where can they find you?
Oh, so some of you that know me personally know I'm on the quest to be the loudest act in Boise. Slowly getting there. I would say in a few months I'm going to release another song that I played here tonight called Void Shatter. It'll be released on YouTube and all streaming platforms through my friends at Cinematic Records. And then after that is another song named after someone really close to me. Oh, sorry. My vision's really restricted. But the next song I'll release after that will be a song called Eleanor, which I think a lot of you might not be expecting for what's coming.
Fantastic. And we can't wait to hear the release of your studio stuff coming up. And you broke it here first on Live at the Hive. So thank you for sharing all of your beautiful talents and your amazing creations and your incredible energy here with us tonight.
Well, thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart.
XSatvrnx, everybody. We'll be back with MUTT on Live at the Hive right after this.
Stick around for my friends in MUTT.
By the way, where can they find you? You got us just xSatvrnx. How do they look you up on Spotify and all that?
Spotify or xSatvrnx, Spotify, Instagram, wherever you listen to your music.
Bam, there it is. All right. We'll see you in just a few minutes with more.
Are we doing a podcast?
And we're back. Welcome back to Live at the Hive. Please help me welcome, for their encore presentation at Live at the Hive, please give a warm Boise Hive round of applause for MUTT!
Never plays the gallery.
Thank you to the whole Hive crew.
You
guys are amazing. My family here, let's go.
Until much later. Never work for other people. But what you do always remember that the reason that you initially started working was that there was something inside yourself that you felt that if you could manifest it in some way, you would understand more about yourself and how you coexist with the rest of society. I think it's terribly dangerous for an artist to fulfill other people's expectations.
about time we introduce the band, y'all. MUTT style, you know what it is. Check in, your name's Nino, this is Erin. Together we're MUTT, and guess what? We got weird music blaring, hometown staring. Get together on Tuesdays to prepare to slay all you fucking Karens. You know what you think? This guy's kinda mean, but he only plays on one team. So back up and sit down and stand up, cause you know what it is. MUTT's in the house, y'all. Can I get more on the monitors, please? The stereo out. Give it up for the flow master Aaron over here. He always makes me sound so goddamn good. It's my guy right there. guys. The song's called The Uncanny Valley. Essential. We're gonna take you on a little ride in this thing. This song goes out to all the Karens out there. You know who you are. Thank you guys. This song was called Army of Karens. It's always a fun little rap. Gonna pick it up a little bit. Let's go, Mutt. Let's go. It's time, Mutt. Couple more and then we're out of here. You know what it is. All right, let's go. Thank you, guys. We got one more. Flowmaster Aaron, you know what to do. For those who don't know, the Boise Hive's mission is to prevent suicide within the local music community. We're a food bank. We got this show called Live at the Hive. You might have heard of it. We got a podcast. We got a number of different social mental health services that go on throughout the week here. It's a great place. Changed my life. Changed a lot of lives. Come on down here. Come check out what we do here. It's a great place. Again, thank you to the crew. You guys have been great. Give it up for the crew here. It's always a great crew. Everybody watching online, what's up? I see you dying all alone, and no one seems to care about the way your tired shoulders bear. But you're stronger than you think. You gotta know, you gotta find a reason or meaning to the show. And I don't have the answer to all the questions in your mind you can't get through. But all the better walk with you down the darkest path. I'll be the light for you. I'll be the light for you. You're falling fast, time is running out, and you don't bother with the what. You'd rather just stay lost. So take my hand and tell me where it is, and let me comfort all the pain. Trauma you sustain. And I don't have the answer to all the questions in your mind you can't get through. But I'll be there to walk with you down your darkest past. I'll be the light for you. 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 And I don't have the answer to all the questions in your mind you can't get through. But I'll be there to walk with you down your darkest past. I'll be the light for you. 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 The light for you. I'll be the light for you. Thank you guys. Mutt's out of here. We'll be back soon. Thank you guys.
And we're back. Nino, second time here at the Hive. You've had a number of shows under your guys' belt now. And how's this one match up?
This one was great. Again, fabulous crew here. Fabulous vibe. And yeah, we always are happy to be here.
How about, can we just get a round of applause for Garrett with Source Error, who brought all this amazing video display. He is the king of the VGA.
You're going to see him around some more with MUTT, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah. So what's been happening?
I mean, MUTT's been in the lab with a pen and a pad, just working on a bunch of new stuff and collaborating with some new artists and jamming and playing shows. And yeah, we're staying busy.
Can you hint out any of the new project?
Yeah, we might be working on a new project called Cornico Pros with this guy named Daniel Bueller. You might know. Oh, sorry. Which one? I'm sorry.
The radio one.
Oh, MUTT Radio is a collaboration with a number of different local artists that we're going to release this summer that we've been working hard on. And we got everyone on board, and we're still kind of practicing and getting ready to go in the studio. But yes, MUTT Radio is happening.
When is it going to be out, do you think?
This summer. Sometime this summer. For gosh sake, sometime this summer.
All right, very good. Okay. The fans want to know. All right, Aaron, so let's talk about what you guys added musically since you started this project. Where you guys at musically?
Couple new songs.
What other flavors? What have you changed up? What are you working on? Give the fans some magic. How do you create all this beautiful stuff? And what's new in the set, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a collaboration between Nino and I, and somehow that creativity just spurs other ideas, and I don't know.
Yeah,
the process is weird.
I'm just trying to get a little energy rubbing off on me because you guys got a little secret sauce.
He's right. We have a couple new songs in the set. We're incorporating some singing now. And he's right. We got a couple new things, and our process is a little on the weird side, but I mean, we set the bar high, and we try to keep the quality high.
We've asked you this before, and we like to ask everybody this, but what's your sound? What's the MUTT sound?
I mean, the MUTT is an eclectic sound that incorporates all different genres into stuff we think sounds cool.
Exactly. I like your shoes, by the way.
Thanks. Gotta have nice kicks, right? Okay, you caught me off guard there. Okay, so yeah, the next question that we like to ask around here is, put your finger on the Boise sound. What does Boise sound like?
To me, Boise sounds like a raw rock and roll punk rock town with some just amazing raw awesome talent right now.
Yeah. I've never really thought about that, but yeah.
Yeah, the bench is pretty cool. I like how it sounds over here, especially on a Saturday night. Okay, so you and I are, it's no secret, we're Hive guys. Aaron, we're all Hive people here, and give the Hive, or give the people watching, what does this mean? What does this place mean to you? I mean, how do you really put your finger on that?
I mean, we kind of talk about it. It's kind of like a clubhouse where they give us keys and codes and access to rad microphones and all this cool gear. And we honestly just get to play here all day long. That's pretty much what we do. We plug stuff in, we record stuff, we jam, we talk, we chill. It's just like a musical clubhouse.
It's a little haven, isn't it? Yeah.
It's kind of where Nino and I first started. It's where one of our songs that's actually on the album spurred from. So,
It's in our bio.
Yeah.
It's part of who we are.
Yeah.
You guys are Hivers through and through. How much fun are you having? Like, we got to shout out the podcast really quick while we got you on stage. And as it ties into the Hive and the community and the mental health and all that, tell us a little bit about how much fun and maybe one or two things you picked up from that process of interviewing all these great people around here.
Sure. The podcast has been
a great project. A bunch of awesome people were involved with it, and I guess a couple of things that it taught me is that if you have the right group of people together, then you can exceed. We kind of went into it with like a mindset that we were only going to do maybe like a few episodes, and then once it kind of stemmed from there, and there was a lot of good energy going into it, it just kind of took off. We ended up doing 14. We got a lot of great people that came on the show, from therapists to suicide survivors to local music, local musicians and stuff, and hivers. It turned out to be really good, but it was an awesome project to be a part of, and I can't wait for season 2.
Amen. It's been a great project and a great fit, and it's the work of the Hive. It's like, there's just business that needs to get done here, and it's saving lives, and however that happens, we just kind of make it happen, so yeah, that brings us to our concluding matter, which is why we're all here. It's through the music. But what would you say to someone a musician who's struggling in life, to get them to realize that it's not going to last forever? What do you say to someone to get them out of a funk?
I would tell him to trust his tribe, or trust their tribe. Find the people that you love, that you trust, and make them aware about the situation. Don't hold that stuff in until it's too late. Talk about it. Be vocal about it. Don't be scared about it. The more you make people aware of it, though, you'd be surprised on, the type of reaction you'd have. There's a lot of people out there that, care and that will help you, but just don't hold that in. Never hold it in.
Good words. Solid advice. Aaron, what do you have to add?
I think just pushing through it, and I know that's really difficult to do, but I think there's always hope, and just persevering and pushing through is key. Everything, even bad things, will come to an end eventually.
Very true.
He's come a long way.
Yeah. Yes, he has. We all have. Hey, guess what? We're all here. We're all survivors, and this place means a lot to me, as you guys know, and I know how much it means to you. So, again, we're all blessed. There's so many programs here, it's really hard to name them all. But if you need to talk to somebody, this is the place to start. And if you know somebody who's a musician and kind of struggling, send them on down here. We got a couch. We have counselors, referral programs. And in a worst-case scenario, what's the number they can text, Nino?
988.
988. And you can text for yourself or somebody you know or love who's having a hard time, and you don't even have to be suicidal to call or text. So
yeah, and don't wait. Just come down here and chill with us. Like, you don't have to wait for a crisis to happen or for something. If you're having a bad day, come down here and hang out with us. You'd be surprised who you meet, and you'd be surprised the support that's around here on an everyday basis. So you just never forget that this is a place that you can come and you can be safe.
I don't know. Do you have anything else better to say or to add to that? He said it all right there.
I think he said it all there.
Great show, you guys. Thank you, sir. MUTT version 5.0 has been a great show. I just want the whole world to know that someone's been to all 5 of your shows.
That's you.
That's me.
He has been to all
100% attendance, so yep. I'm proud to say it. And this one,
a T-shirt.
I'll take it. A T-shirt and a MUTT T-shirt and a MUTT sticker. So that's it, I guess. Thank you for making a great show and for bringing your energy and sharing your ability. Where can the fans find you?
You can find us on Instagram.com/MuttFreak. We also have Linktree/MuttLink, and you can find everything there. Thank you, dude.
MuttFreak with a Q. Yeah, that's right. All right, Aaron, shout outs?
Thanks to all the crew. You guys are awesome. Thanks to the Hive.
And what's the name of your barbershop?
The Barbershop.
Go get your haircut.
Oh, yeah.
All right, for all the volunteers, sponsors, and patrons and musicians here at the Hive, thank you, and we'll see you next time on Live at the Hive.